Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Healing Point Massage Therapy YouTube channel. Lianna Bergonia is here again. She's going to be educating us today. She does own the clinic Healing Point Massage Therapy in St. Albert. My name is Alana, and today Lianna is going to be educating us on stretches and treatments for people who sit and use computers all day. So if that's you, stay tuned. You're going to learn a lot of great information that can help you. Hi, Lianna. How are you today?
I'm doing very good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks. I'm really excited for today because, of course, I sit at a desk all day, and I'm wondering what I can do to not feel sore at the end of the day.
Yeah, I'm excited about this topic as well for today. Yeah.
Excellent.
Lots of clients sit at work, so will be really beneficial if you see this video.
Excellent. Yeah, they say sitting is the new smoking. Sitting is so detrimental for people. And I know that I try to get up and walk at lunch because I don't want to sit all day. I don't want to sit for another hour. But I'm hoping there's tidbits in here that I can use instead of just that one.
Yeah, we will try that today. So hopefully, yeah, there's more information for everyone.
Excellent. All right. So if you find yourself feeling stiff after sitting hours at your desk, today, Lianna is going to be telling us about some stretches that we can do right at our workstation or even at home that you can use for relief, and how we can use massage and osteopathy that you can get at her clinic to help reset your body, loosen you up, and help you keep and stay pain-free.
Awesome.
Excellent. So my first question today, Lianna, is what are the stretches that you recommend for people who sit at a desk all day?
Yeah, so for anyone who sits most of the day, I definitely do recommend focusing on, open up the chest and lengthen the hip flexors because those are the ones that gets tight and shortened through the day when you're doing that. And of course, relieve your neck and back tension and shoulder tension. So first one is a chest opener stretch. That one you can do when you're sitting. So, you clasp your hands behind your back and just kind of gently lift so that you can really feel that open chest. Even when you're sitting, you can naturally that and feel the chest just open like that. So that's number one. So number two would be a seated spinal twist. So that means you have to really twist your spine. So you can even just kind of cross your hands to your shoulder like this, so you can really feel that movement, right, to left and to the right. So those movements as well really help the spine keeping mobile, right? So not just straight for hours. So and then also can relieve some lower back kind of tension. And then of course there's a neck side bends and rotation. So nice gentle, stretches to the side, left and right and rotation back and forth, right? So those are also beneficial with the for the cervical spine this time. And then of course there's that hip flexor stretch. So this is the most people have, when sitting, a lot of problem with the hip flexor being really tight. So anything, that lunging. So you stand and lunge on one leg forward to open that front of your hip. These targets the main areas that tighten for long periods of sitting.
Wow. Okay. And so how often should people be doing these stretches and for how long?
Yeah. So ideally, take a quick break every hour, even just 2 to 3 minutes can make a huge difference. It can, if you can dedicate 10 to 15 minutes a day, that's really good.
Oh, wow.
Beneficial there, especially at the end of your workday, right? So to undo any build-up tension through the 8-hour sitting.
Oh, well, that's not a lot of time. You don't have to spend hours of time stretching, just a few minutes every hour.
Yeah. So, some people even put a reminder or thing on their phone so that they can stand up and do their stretches in between.
Nice. Yeah, it's a good rule of thumb. Every time you get up to go get a cup of coffee, you might want to do a couple of those stretches.
Yes, that's true.
Excellent. And how should a person sit at a desk in order to avoid getting injured by sitting?
Yeah, so posture is the key. So sit with your flat foot on the floor. I was just asking doing this. So if they try and sit flat, foot on the floor, the hips and your knees are both on 90 degrees and the shoulder should be relaxed, right? So you should be able to feel like you're not this, or everything just high. So and then your eye level, your computer should be at your eye level, so that's maintained your cervical spine just nice and level there. So you're looking down or looking up all day. So try and like get that to the eye level. And remember, if even with perfect posture, right? So staying in one position too long can cause kind of problems, or discomfort. So again, just putting the movement in between there is beneficial, not just like putting the perfect posture. Right? So yeah,
Excellent.
Movement is still lotion, right? Motion is lotion still. So
Perfect. Every time we talk, I find myself, as you're talking, I'm adjusting my posture and making sure I'm flat-footed. It's very powerful stuff talking to you.
Thank you.
Are there any exercises that people can do in order to help relieve their body if they work a desk job?
Yeah. So strengthening your core, glutes and upper back muscle can really help offset the tight muscles, so the effects of sitting. So simple exercise like glute bridges, right? Those things, rows or planks are great choices that you can even do at home. Think of it as a balancing out of the body. If sitting shortens some muscle group, then you want to strengthen the opposite muscle. So the hips, doing the glute bridges can help for the glutes, the hip, because being lengthened throughout the day, because the opposite muscle, which is the hip flexor, is tight. So those things. So then if you're shortening your shoulder and pec muscle, you want to strengthen the back. So kind of basically you're balancing what have been used all day and then strengthening the opposite of it.
Oh, good to know. Good to know. And how often should people be taking that important break from sitting at their desk?
So try the 50-10 rule. So every 50 minutes of focused work, you take a 10-minute break. So just, you can put that kind of a reminder for your phone. So, and then stand up, stretch, walk around, or even do like a few squats or shoulder rolls, anything that can make you mobile and some blood flow going to your body is always important. Yeah.
Excellent. That's really helpful. I know that when I get started on a task, I'm on that task until it's done. And then I'm like, I look at the time and like 3 hours have gone by. So it's important to set that reminder on your phone.
Yes. Yeah. I always recommend that to clients that, I think everyone's kind of guilty. Like, I know, and everyone was so focused on the task. Like, I did not move for 4 hours. I'm like, So, yeah.
And you do osteopathy at your clinic. So how does osteopathy help the desk job worker?
Yeah, so manual osteopathy helps with realigning the body, releasing joint and muscle restrictions, and improving circulation. So aside from those exercises that you do, that we do to try and help movement, so with the osteopathy, it can relieve like chronic tension in areas like the neck, the shoulders, the lower back, like all common problem area. So we try and balance this area. So it's also great for helping the body can move and function efficiently overall. So,
Excellent. That's really important to keep moving. I didn't realize that osteopathy was so helpful for the desk job worker.
Yeah, so because it focuses on helping the client with the movement, whether it's the joint or muscle, tendon, ligament, or the spine, how it's all moving. So it's it will be beneficial.
How does massage therapy help, and how often should a desk job worker get treatment?
Yeah, so massage therapy helps reduce muscle tension, improve posture awareness, and relieve pain from sitting too long. So usually people that works in a desk come in every 4 to 6 weeks. It's a good maintenance schedule there. So, but if you're definitely in a high stress period, like some accounts, like they have this months of hours and hours of crazy time there. So we try to see people in weekly until they're out of that busy schedule. So it depends on how busy your schedule are, but the 4 to 6 weeks maintenance is really good. Time frame to be maintaining. Yeah.
So if any viewers out there work a desk job and they find themselves feeling stiff or sore at the end of the day, Just add some movement to your day. Stretch every hour, get up and walk around, do some exercises, and most importantly, come see Lianna and her amazing staff at Healing Point Massage Therapy in St. Albert. They will help your body. They will tell you what exercises and stretches can help. And Lianna, how can people make an appointment?
Yeah, so you can always call us at 780-569-3838. Or you can book online at healingpointmassage.ca, and yeah, you can choose all the different modalities. We have massage therapy, acupuncture, and manual osteopathy that you can use your benefits. We direct bill to most insurance. So yeah.
Wonderful. Book those appointments and feel better at your desk.
Okay, thank you. See you.